gonna record this because this is gonna be a replay that's gonna be available for those that attended, for those that signed up here. I'm recording this just for y'all. So I appreciate y'all for showing up. And let's go ahead and get this thing started, y'all. We already 3 minutes in. Let's learn how to master your money, okay? So let me tell you a little bit about me, okay? My name is Coach Vince. For those that don't know, I started in the financial industry in 2016. 2016 was when I started in the financial industry. I was fully licensed in 2017. So this ain't something that I just got into, y'all. This ain't no wave that I just ended up being a part of. This is something that I've been doing since 2016. This is something that I've always wanted to do. And God just blessed me and guided my steps and put me on the right path in order to give me this platform and share with y'all and give the information away. But that's where me getting these licenses and me being a part of working with Morgan Stanley and other big financial firms really is where I gained all my information, all my education, all my experience. That's where I learned it all, right? And through that process, I tried to become an advisor, a financial advisor. So that's why I know so much about investing, insurance, and anything when it comes to money. I know all these things, but I failed, y'all. I failed. I failed. I was going in debt. I was trying to build an agency. I was trying to do so much becoming a financial advisor. I always had the ambition, but I failed. So I had to pivot. And in that pivot, in that season, I started teaching online. So I basically just took everything that I learned about money and about investing and all these things that I learned from my mentors and about business and everything and started applying it and just teaching online. And there's two main things that has been my claim to fame. And I say this every time I go live. I say this anytime I talk to people, but it's two things. And those two things, number one is God. God is like the leader. He leads me. He guides every single one of my steps. Like without him being in my life and me praying and asking God to show me and guide me, none of these ideas, none of these classes, none of this content, how you found me on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you found me, none of that would be possible. And I definitely thank my faith for being faithful and just being a true servant to people, right, for allowing me to be in this spot. And then the second thing, y'all, my second claim to fame is money management, which we're going to talk about tonight. Because I truly believe money management is so extraordinary. Like it's one of the things that people tend not to think about. Everybody always want to jump to how much money we can make, how to start this business, but without learning how to manage what you have right where you are, managing with little so that you can then manage a lot, you're not gonna find yourself anywhere for a long time. You're not gonna find yourself anywhere sustainable for a long time. So those are my two claims to fame. That's how I got here. This is what I want to teach you tonight. We're gonna talk about money management. We're gonna talk about some things and reintroduce some things, some financial concepts to you. So I know what it's like through that whole process of becoming a financial advisor and it not going as God wanted it to go, right? I had to learn some things. I know what it's like to be losing at the money game, to be in a bad financial position, and not have so great credit, to be living check to check, having collections out of you, working 2 and 3 jobs, y'all, right? Some of us are doing that right now. How many of us are working 2 or 3 jobs right now? If that's you, put the number 2 in the chat. Working 2 or 3 jobs, let's get out of the hole. And right now, it's kind of necessary just because of the economic landscape that we're living in right now. But I was delivering newspapers at night. I was, in the early mornings, I was delivering pizza late at night. So I was like on the go consistently. I don't even remember sleeping. Like that's how much I was really like stressed and anxious and nervous and really chasing money when I didn't have to do that at all. So I realized that I needed to make a change. What I needed to start doing was start investing in myself, getting the right knowledge and guidance, and start actually applying the things that I have been learning to become financially aware and educated. I needed to fix my credit, right? That's what I started doing. I stopped working so many jobs and living paycheck to paycheck. Like think about that. Like I stopped working so many jobs. I removed income, right, to learn how to better manage the income that I was making. I started thinking intentionally about my money. I built the 5-figure savings. I understood and leveraged the power of personal and business finances. I began building wealth. I've invested over $250,000 for people and helping people, myself included, right? And then just I learned that I had to live life intentionally. And for those that know me, for those, it's a few people on here that I think know me and been around me before, but I live life intentionally. And I do that so that I can hit these goals. And doing that has allowed me to hit goals that I never imagined I would, simply because I learned how to manage my money. So let's affirm these from the start. I want everybody in here to really start shifting your mindset. Go ahead in the chat right now. I want you to put these three things down and repeat after me. I am worthy and deserving of wealth. Money flows frequently and easily to me. I execute and implement on valuable information. These are key. These are key. I want you to put this in the chat. Remember, participation and practice lead to profit and prosperity, y'all. Participation and practice lead to profit and prosperity. Let's affirm these as we begin to learn something, because number one, you need to learn that you're worthy and that you're deserving of these things. You're deserving of money. Money should be attracted to you. With number two, money flows frequently and easily to me. And then with this information that you learn, we need to execute and implement on this stuff. We can no longer sit around, right? We can't just be sitting on the sidelines expecting things to happen. I know a lot of us, how many of us have goals of 2024 finally getting our finances in order? Because if that's you, we need to start implementing. You've probably been saying that for every year since you really started becoming financially aware, right? But now this is the year for you to realize that you're worthy and deserving of it. Money flows frequently and easily to you, and that you need to execute and implement on this information. All right. So here's what you're going to learn. We got 5 things tonight, and then I'm going to get out of your way. I'm going to give y'all this game. I'm going to show y'all how you can get started, and then I'm going to get out your way tonight. So this is what you're going to learn: the importance of money management, financial freedom versus financial independence. Those two are different things. The financial freedom formula, how to structure your money system, and how to start exactly where you are. These are 5 key components that's going to lead to financial freedom and success for you if you do that last affirmation. You affirm, you execute, and you implement. All right? So what does that exactly mean for you, right? That's all cute. All these things are cute right here. These 5 things are cute, right? The importance of money management. What does that mean? Financial freedom versus independence. Financial reform. Like, what does that mean? This is what it means. You becoming aware of your finances. You learning how to start. You decreasing day-to-day money decisions. You're ending the paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle. You're becoming financially stable and begin enjoying your money. You're building wealth with confidence. That's the key. A lot of us just throwing money in places, expecting us to hit lotteries. Securing your financial future. Creating space for mental deliverance and peace. Having the financial capabilities to pursue your passion. That's major. I don't think many people think about that. They forget that part. And then the last part, developing skills to increase your income. That's what this means for you. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So if you are ready for that, I need you to put a let's go in the chat if you want to learn, you want to implement, execute, and achieve the goals that you want to achieve in 2024. Put the let's goes in the chat, y'all. Put the let's go, put the fire emojis. I need some energy. Let's get the energy going tonight, because it's all about participation. It's all about growth. That's what's going to lead to profit and prosperity for y'all. I see you, Alethea. Cuz, I see you. Angela, I see you. Okay, I see some people in here. What's up, y'all? Devonna, I see you. Danielle, let's go. Let's go. Latanya, Corey. All right, here, let's go. All right, so here. First, very important key, the importance of money management. I want y'all to remember this. If you don't remember anything else, remember this, okay? Structure helps us create systems. Systems help us stay disciplined. Staying disciplined creates confidence. Confidence helps us be consistent. Consistency helps you reach your goal, AKA the results, the lifestyle, and the financial freedom that you so desire. Let me repeat that. And if you got it the first time, I want you to put the fire emojis in the chat, but let me repeat it. Structure helps us create systems. Systems helps us stay disciplined. Staying disciplined creates confidence. Confidence helps us stay consistent. Consistency helps you reach your goals. And that's going to help you achieve the results, the lifestyle, financial freedom that you so desire. I need y'all to understand that. Screenshot this if you need to, because that's very important. Okay. This is why money management is important. And these are the byproducts. These are the byproducts of that. All right. Here's what you gain when you properly manage your money. Properly manage your money. You got a healthy savings account, good credit, better lifestyle balance, less stress, more space for creativity, less existing, more living. You're able to pursue your passions, willing to take more calculated risks, mental deliverance, better sleep, more money, higher income, organization and structure. These are just some of them, right? But these are all byproducts. How many of y'all would like 2 or 3 of these right now? Put the 2 or 3 that you would like as a result of proper money management right now in the chat. I know a lot of us need organization and structure right now. That alone is going to just free you mentally, right? A lot of us need less stress. A lot of us need mental deliverance. A lot of us want to be able to pursue the things that we want to do, pursue our passions, but we don't have the structure in place to be able to do that. We don't have the proper money management in place to be able to do that. I'm going to show you some things tonight to help you lay the groundwork for that. Okay, I see organization and structure, mental deliverance. Yes, right? Remove the money worry from your mind so that you can think and have the capability to do other things, to think creatively, better sleep, less stress, right? All that stuff. Okay. Why did I show you this? And why is this so important? Okay. So if you want to win, you have to play the game. So we have to position ourselves to the lenders, the banks, the credit card companies, ourselves financially, personally, so that we no longer have to say no. Okay, what we have to do is we have to learn how to get the maximum out of the minimum. Somebody say get the maximum out of the minimum. Somebody put that in the chat. Get the maximum out of the minimum. That comes from money management. We have to learn how to be effective, efficient, and timely over the resources that we currently have to play this game. Right? We have to get in the game. And we have to understand that there's no way around any of this stuff. There's no way around getting to where you want to get to, right? Some of us want to have businesses. Some of us just want to be financially free. Some of us want to be financially independent. I'm going to talk about that in a minute too. Some of us just want to spend more time with our family and friends, right? The way that you get there, you can't skip money management. You got to go through that. You have to master money management. You have to master your money. You have to create systems to put you in position to do that and pass that down for generations to come. And then what this does is that's going to give you the leverage, right, of your financial confidence that you gain from that money management. That's going to give you the patience to get into the right things instead of just scrambling around trying to do this to make a quick buck, trying to do that, trying to do this, working 4 or 5 jobs. I say 8 jobs, 4 or 5 jobs, right? Do this side hustle to make money, right? So instead of doing like the right now stuff, right, you can get into the things that better suits you, that values you, that aligns with your goals, your vision when you have proper money management. Yeah, not 8 jobs. We can't do that, Devonna. We can't do that. Okay? So look, that's the importance of money management. If you got that, I need you to put a thumbs up or a check, 100 in the chat, fire in the chat. That's what we learned so far. Okay, we moving quick because I want to get y'all this information. Again, it's gonna be a replay. You can come back and watch it. But I want to make sure that I get this information to y'all tonight so that y'all can leave here with some value. Take some notes. Okay. So here, the next thing that we're gonna learn is about financial freedom and financial independence. These two things are not the same. Okay. How many of y'all kind of associate financial freedom and financial independence as the same thing? We kind of use them interchangeably, right? I know that it is used interchangeably on social media, online, in the real world. Okay. But they are two different things. They are not the same. Let me explain why. So, financial freedom. Financial freedom is peace of mind, it's control, it's awareness, it's having options. Okay. Peace of mind, control, and awareness. It's having options, being able to choose. Do I want to use my money for this? Or can I put this to the side for this so that I can be more flexible, spending more time, take more time off my job? Maybe I just completely leave the job or take less time so I can focus on something that I want to build on the side, right? These are the things that having financial freedom and control and awareness and options give you. Okay. Peace of mind, control and awareness, and options. Here's what you do not need. I know a lot of us think that we need to have a business to be financially free. We need to make some permanent, drastic, treacherous lifestyle changes. We need to be making more money or have a lot of money. But let me tell you, let me enlighten you, let me shift your mindset. You don't need any of these things. That's what society would tell you. That's what social media would tell you. But you do not indeed need any of these things, right? I became financially free, and then all these things came, right? I became financially free, and then my business boomed. I became financially free, and then I made more money. I became financially free, and then how I wanted to live my lifestyle changed. All right. So, man, becoming financially free is what's going to allow you to reach these things, but you must become financially free first. And I'll explain that why in a second too. So here's how to achieve financial freedom. I know y'all ain't think I was just going to tell you that without showing you how to do it, right? Or here's an example of how to do that. So here's how to achieve it. Let's say you're a small business owner. Your goal is financial freedom to enjoy your passions without financial stress. If that's a goal for you, put the number 4 in the chat. If that's a goal for you, you just want to enjoy what you love without the financial stress. Okay, so here's some actions that this person would take. They want the freedom to enjoy work-life balance, right? So they want a balance between work and their lifestyle. They'll take the action of streamlining their business operations as a small business to improve profitability or just make more money, right? Or improve how much they make in less time and set up a management system for the business. Management system for the business is key. They would save and invest consistently as part of their foundation, but also allocate funds for hobbies that they love. Those are the actions. As a result of those actions, okay, by managing, I hope y'all see these words, managing business and personal finances, you're in a state where you don't worry about money daily. As a result, they've now structured that system to afford regular vacations and enjoy hobbies without compromising financial stability. So they're able to still do the things that they love without compromising their savings or the stability that they have, right? They're not trying to show off for the next person. They're not trying to be like the Joneses down the street. As a result, they can continue to work because the business is built on their terms, embodying true financial freedom, having the control. Okay. You have the option to scale back your involvement in the business or pursue other interests without financial constraints. That's what this looks like. At none of these points did I say that they have to make $1 million. None of these points did I say they need to make any drastic lifestyle changes. Okay. None of these points did I say that they need to have a business. You don't have to have a business to be able to do this. All right. So this is how you achieve financial freedom. You align your actions with the goal to get the results that you want to achieve. Here's how you achieve financial independence, because financial independence is a totally different thing, right? Financial independence is different. So financial independence is about your income covering your expenses so that you don't have to work. You basically pay yourself. That's what financial independence is. So how do you achieve that? This person, let's say their goal is to achieve financial independence. Who has a goal of achieving financial independence? Put the number 5 in the chat. If your goal is to achieve financial independence. Here are your actions. Start focusing on financial independence early. Okay, so that's going to require you to temporarily start putting some things in place. So for example, this person, they maximize their savings rate. They put 50% of their income into investments, retirement accounts, low cost index funds. They live frugally based on their life values. That's key, right? Based on what's important to you, minimizing expenses to increase savings rate. As a result, they accumulated a portfolio of 1.2 million in less than 15 years. And then based on the 4% safe withdrawal rate, they can withdraw 48,000 per year, enough to cover their living expenses without needing to work. Now they can spend more time doing more of the things that they love, spending time with their family, pursuing passions, and more because they've created a system to become financially independent. Okay. Now let me ask y'all something. How did they achieve this? What's the key reason why you will be able to achieve this? It's because of what? Y'all let me know in the chat. Because of money. It's 2 words. Money what? Let me see who's paying attention. Let me see who's learning. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Money management. Money management. Y'all getting it. Okay, let's move on. So this means that if you want to become financially independent, if you want to become financially free, those are great goals to have. But here's the thing. Here's the order of operations. Financial freedom comes first. Why? Because that's the management part. That's the control. That's the options. That's going to give you the option to become financially independent. So if you want to become financially independent, become financially free. Because we all know these people that make tons of money, that pay themselves, that's still struggling financially, don't we? Put a yes in the chat. We know people like that. And it's because they don't have the control over their finances. Their finances, their money is controlling them rather than them controlling their money. Okay, so this is what we learned so far. Put fire emojis in the chat if you learned something. These are the 2 things. We already learned these 2 things. The importance of money management and the difference between financial freedom and financial independence. Now let's talk about the financial freedom formula. Have you ever heard of the financial freedom formula before? Have you ever heard of the financial freedom formula? I see some no's. Got it. Let's move on. Let's talk about it. So this is what it is, y'all. How many of y'all want awareness, stability, relief, peace, and security financially? Put the number 5 in the chat. If you want awareness, stability, relief, peace, and security financially. Because this is what the financial freedom is. Okay, it's cash flow control. That's going to give you the awareness. Plus reserves. That's going to give you the stability. Plus debt elimination. That's going to give you the relief. Plus wealth building and protection. That's going to give you peace. Plus multiple streams of income. That's going to give you the security. Okay, a lot of people think that just saving is the security, which is a form of, it's a level of security. But when you get to the final part of the equation, multiple streams of income, that's the true security. All right, so let's talk about budgeting. How do y'all feel about budgeting? Put the first word that comes to mind when you think about budgeting. Because budgeting, matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna let y'all, it's hard, daunting, but necessary. Cool, because I was just about to say that. Budgeting to most people is a negative word, right? They think negatively about budgeting. But what budgeting actually is a plan that tells you when and how to spend your money based on your values and goals and what's important to you. It's that hard. I suck at it, right? So let me shift that. Money, your budget, okay? should be a necessary skill, and it is a necessary skill that we already learned, that we learn how to do, but we just don't like it, right? How many of us remember when we was in grade school when the teacher used to tell you to show your work? Do you remember that? If you remember that, put a number 3 in the chat. Now, if you remember that, why did they make you do that? Why did they make you show your work? Why did they make you show your work? Accountability, to prove you knew how to do it. Exactly, right? To prove you know how to do it, to prove to know how to get to the answer, right? So like if you messed up somewhere along the line, all you had to do was just go back, find out where you messed up, fix that, and then that's going to fix everything else going forward so that you can get the right answer, right? That is the same thing that budgeting is. See, when you budget properly and you budget the right way, all you got to do is look back and see, dang, this is the issue, this is the problem, this is the hole that needs to be filled. And then going forward, that's going to resolve a lot of issues for you or show you where you can fix the problems that you had so that that's no longer an issue for you financially. Okay, the budget is the plan. The budget is the overview. The budget is going to show you exactly what's happening. So instead of thinking of it as something that's daunting, that's hard, right? All these things that y'all said, I want you to think of it as something that is permission, right? It's going to give you permission to spend your money based on your values and what's important to you. So it's permission, not a restriction. It's liberation and not a limitation. Okay, we have to rethink. We have to think differently. We have to unlearn some of the negative connotations around budgeting and then reshift our mindset to the positive connotations around budgeting. Because truly, when you budget the right way, that's going to give you the permission and it's going to give you the liberation to do more of the things that you want to do freely, guilt-free. Right? How many of us was going on vacation, got back, and it was like, dang, I should have just stayed home. Right? So that's like a benefit of budgeting. Guilt-free spending. You're able to do things that you like without feeling that guilt. Okay, so why do we budget? The 5 P's for better results. 5 P's. All right. Have y'all ever heard of the 5 P's? Let me give it to y'all in case you haven't. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Have y'all heard that before? Have y'all heard of the 5 P's? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I come from a sports background, so that's where I got that from. That's where I first heard it. Let me tell you how that applies to budgeting and what that means in terms of why we budget. So what happens is, and I don't know about y'all, but a lot of us tend to be reactive when it comes to anything that happens to us. Okay, especially in our community, we react versus then being prepared. Okay, having a 5P budget, a properly prepared budget to prevent poor performance, that's going to help you be proactive. That's going to help you get ahead of the things, right? So that, because what happens is when these situations come up, when these things happen, we have to start all the way over. Anybody done that before? I have. Something pops up and we got to start all the way over. It's a financial disaster. Why? Because we wasn't proactive. We didn't put the things in place, the systems in place, so that when those things come up, we can be prepared, right? It can then turn into an inconvenience and it's no longer a financial disaster. We don't have to start all the way over. We have the foundation in place and laid so that we can start from somewhere, maybe take a step back, but we can still move a few steps forward. So we have to create a 5P budget. That's going to allow us to make less financial decisions, and that's going to give us more mental capacity to think about more things, spend more time with our family and friends, be more creative, etc. All those byproducts of money management that I talked about earlier. And then when you want to do this, you want to do this as often as possible, y'all. As often as possible, especially in the beginning, because the more that you do it in the beginning, the more reps that you get, the better that you become in a shorter period of time. That's how budgeting works. Okay, because your mind, the way your mind works, once you start doing something like budgeting, especially something with numbers, it sticks to your mind. And so your brain is then going to do everything possible okay, to prevent itself from being back in that position once you gain the awareness. The problem is a lot of us are so scared of budgeting that we never get the awareness to then turn on our brain to prevent that from happening again. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if that just blew you away. We have to create the awareness first by budgeting to turn on our mind to then put us in a position to remove that situation, to prevent that situation from happening again. So we do that by budgeting. Okay, here's the next step to the financial freedom formula: reserves, savings. Okay, we need 2 savings accounts minimum. We need one called an immediate fund. This is your regular savings. This should be a part of like your checking and savings. This should be a part of that same bank account for small, minor emergencies and expenses. That's going to eliminate the check-to-check feeling. We need an emergency fund. This is a high-yield savings for major emergencies and or opportunities. That's going to create the foundation and stability. So here's how we save for these things. Okay, it's two ways. It's really simple. It's 2 really simple ways to do this. The first way, make saving a priority. So we have to create a budget and we have to put a system in place by automating to reach the goals. Number 2, we eliminate expenses and reduce spending. What do I mean by that? When you eliminate expenses, bad habits, things that's not aligned with you, right? That don't align with what you want to accomplish. Okay, the unconscious spending. How many of us are good unconscious spenders? All right. And then reduce spending, essentials that we overpay for. So I've helped a lot of people, y'all. Doing number 1, which is make saving a priority, I'm positive that you can find $100 a week by just doing it. By just creating a budget and automating your savings, you can find $100 a week somewhere, somehow in there. But let's just say you can only do 50. I'm gonna cut that in half. Doing number 2, eliminating expenses, reduces spending, like the bad habits, things that not aligned with you, the unconscious spending, the late night Amazon, online, Target, Shein, right? Yeah, I'm gonna name it all. The late night stuff that y'all be doing. I understand, I get it, right? It's unconscious. But on average, you find about $235 a week that you can save. Now, between those 2, that's $285 a week. If we did only half of that, let me show you the power of just awareness and budgeting and doing these things. If you only did half of that, $142 a week, that's $570 a month. That's over $7,000 a year, y'all. That's half. Okay, so if you only did half of the things that you did half the time, I'm sure that we can find money that you can use to position yourself and put yourself in a better position. All right, if you got value from this slide, I need you to put the number 7 in the chat. That's my favorite number, by the way. All right, let's talk about debt elimination. This is a deep one that I can really go in on. But here's how we handle debt. And I see the 7s. I see you, Nikki, Alexis. Only after saving do we create a plan to attack eliminating high interest debt. And that's very key. Why do we do that? Because we don't want to go back into debt trying to get rid of debt. We pay the minimums while saving and stack saving onto minimums for quicker payoff. Okay, this is called a snowball method. The key takeaway from this, save first, then attack debt. For example, let's say there's 2 strategies, y'all. Let's say there's 2 strategies. Strategy 1, you only pay the minimums towards credit card debt. That's a lot of us right now. Okay, we're just gonna pay the minimums. We'll pay it off when we pay it off. That's cool. For example, if you had $15,000 in debt, the minimum payment was $500 a month. Okay. It would take you about 40 months to pay that off. 40 months. Okay, that's more than 3 years, assuming a 20% APR. You would pay about $5,000 in interest. Versus, check this out, if you save for 12 months to reach your $10,000 savings goal while continuing to pay the minimum debt payments, after 12 months. Then you use the savings and add that to your monthly minimum payment of 500. Now the amount that you're paying towards your credit card is $1,083.33 per month. That would take you from a 40-month payoff of that $15,000 in credit card debt to a 16-month payoff. And the total interest that you would have paid over that time would have been $2,000, a little over $2,000. So you would have saved over $2,500 in a little over a year or 2 years. So in a little over 2 years, this is what happened when you do strategy 2. You got $10,000 saved, no credit card debt. You done saved over $2,000 in interest. And this is the part that people don't even think about, right? Because then they just start spending the money that they have. You have an increased cash flow without increasing your workload. So without getting another job of $1,083 per month. I told y'all this class is gonna be fire, right? This is the importance of money management. Okay, based on your situation, based on where you are. This is the importance of money management and how 2 different strategies based on how you manage it can end up in 2 different ways. All right. If you got value from this, put the fire emoji in the chat. We learning something tonight, right? We getting some value from this class. Let's move on to the next part of the financial freedom formula: wealth building and protection, investing plus life insurance. So investing, we're going to take advantage of compound interest. We want to outpace inflation. We want to build passive generational wealth and instill financial confidence long term. Life insurance. This is designed to protect what you're building, to be the roof over your financial house, and it's total financial peace, right? So let me show y'all why this is so important here. Okay, this right here is like a very kindergarten-like example or diagram or picture of what it would look like without life insurance versus with life insurance. Let me tell y'all something. So if you invest, you want to build wealth, but you don't have life insurance, and God forbid something happens to you, no life insurance, not only is your income going to be gone, okay, but also the investments, the asset that you're using to build wealth, the avenue that you're using to build wealth will also be gone. Why? Because your family will need that to pay for the house, to continue paying bills, funeral expenses, all these things. The difference, right, with life insurance is you get both. Because the life insurance is a tax-free payment to your loved ones to take care of all the financial situations, to continue your income, right? Protect your income that you're making. And you get to keep building wealth because they don't have to touch the wealth. So you and your family can continue living the same lifestyle, continue building the same generational wealth, continue to leave something behind, continue to grow even without you being here with life insurance, with it versus without it. So a lot of times people only show you one side of the picture. I'm here to show you both sides. I'm here to show you the total picture. You can't build wealth without having wealth protection. Okay? You can't protect your wealth without wealth building. You need to have both in place. Okay? You need to have the wealth building, the generational wealth, and you need to have the protection over your house with the life insurance to make sure that anything happens, everything can continue to work as it should. Are y'all following? Put a thumbs up in the chat if y'all understand that. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you understand that. Let's get to multiple streams of income. I know y'all waiting for this part. Okay? I put this is the last part of the equation because it comes after everything as far as money management, right? So it's 2 parts of this: the skills that you learn, to learn and develop marketable income generating skills, become an expert, sell your expertise. That's consulting, coaching, or providing a service. Then you have a business. Number two, create a business or buy a business that generates cash flow. I know we're thinking about like the typical businesses, but that can be real estate. That can be outsourcing. That could be digital products, these things, right? That we create or buy, like real estate. We can buy cash flow with real estate. Okay. We can buy cash flow buying a business that already makes money, right? We can outsource something that you're not very good at to create a business, right? You can create digital products and sell that to create a business, right? But the goal here initially is to get to $500 to $1,000 per month to start. That's how many of us could use an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, even if that's just how much you make. Even if it's just $500 to $1,000 a month, how much more of a difference would that make for you and your money management system? All right. So here's how we get there. These are the secrets. These are the secrets that I've learned, that I've taken over my career and what I've learned that I've implemented in my life. Okay. So I didn't get this from nobody. This is just what I've learned and what has helped me. So I need y'all to really take notes, take a screenshot, do whatever you got to do. But this is how you do it. Number one, learn how to manage your money to create space to manage your ideas, right? We just talked about all of that. So we want to create the space, the mental deliverance to be able to create and manage your ideas, right? A lot of us have ideas, but we can't manage it because all we're thinking about is money. Y'all follow me? That's number one. Number two, focus on serving, helping, and solving a problem, not making money. This is so key. This is so key. If I was focused on making money in the beginning, I would not be where I'm at right now. I was focused on serving, helping, educating, solving the problem for a lot of people, not making money. I didn't make money for a long time. I told you I started in 2016. I ain't started making money from content and stuff till 2021. Okay? Start focusing on serving, helping, solving the problem. Number three is so key. Start with your gift. Okay? Start with your gift. What are you already good at? Find somebody that is also good at that gift or that you look up to in that space and do what I call the dire method, right? The dire method. It's a dire situation, right? This is something that we must do, something that we must implement if we want to create multiple streams of income, if we want to eventually turn this into something that's a business, right? So here's how we do that, or how I did it. Duplicate, imitate, renovate, then educate. Duplicate, imitate, renovate, and educate. Copy. Okay. My coach, who I coach with, I coach football, y'all, in case y'all didn't know that. But my coach always says, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. It's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. Okay. At first, we want to duplicate, especially if we don't understand the business side. Learn the business side. Then we want to imitate, right? We want to make it. We want to start making it our own. Okay, change it up a little bit. Renovate. Then we want to totally change the whole, like totally shift it to what we align with, right? You know how we renovate a home? We make it exactly to what we picture it. That's what we're gonna do with our gift. And then you're gonna educate. You're gonna teach other people how to do it. Right? You're gonna show other people. And then from there, number four, we're gonna maximize that one gift or skill and create multiple streams of income from that. Okay, maximize one gift or skill. I know a lot of us think I gotta do this. I gotta be real estate. I gotta have cars. I gotta start a brick and mortar business, right? I gotta start an online business. I gotta do all these things to create multiple sources of income. No, you do not. Start with one skill. For example, let's look at me. I'm a financial coach. I talk about money. I use this skill to create content, which I make money from. I use this skill to do public speaking. I use this skill to work with brands to get brand deals and create content for brands. Okay, I use this skill for my own personal skills and digital products. Okay, That's just 4 streams that I just named. That's only 4 of them. Okay, I didn't even name like affiliates and all this other stuff, right? But leverage one skill and maximize that first. Listen to me, y'all. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you out again. Do that first before trying to do all these different things. Start with your gift because that's your gift for a reason. Give yourself the ability, the capability to really focus on your gift and evolve it and elevate it and bring it to life. How do you do that, y'all? Number one, how do you do that? Somebody let me know in the chat. You got to manage your what? Proper what? Proper money what? Put it in the chat. Proper money management. There we go. So here's what we learned so far. The importance of money management, financial freedom versus independence, the financial freedom formula, and then how to structure your money system. Now let's the financial freedom formula. Now we're gonna talk about how to structure your money system. Screenshot this, y'all. Screenshot this. These are I hope this is clear for y'all because I try to put as much on here as possible. But this is the structure and guidelines for you financially. This is how you structure your money management system. And I'm gonna go through this quickly because this is just plain as day. Okay, we need a checking with our monthly expenses in it that's budgeted for. We need a savings with $2,000. That's our immediate fund that I talked about earlier. You need a separate high yield savings of 5 figures or more, depending on your situation. There's plenty of factors that go into that: cash flow, your situation, risk tolerance, all those things. Debt, pay minimums until your savings foundation is secure. Then we allocate monthly savings to eliminate high interest debt faster. From there, we invest at least $50 to $100 a month to get started. We max out retirement accounts once savings are complete and debt is paid off. Life insurance should be 10 times your annual income. So if you make $50,000 a year, then you should have $500,000 in life insurance coverage. Your savings rate is 10 to 20% of your income. Okay, so what I want you to do right now, or after this class, is think about how much you save each month and what is your income. You divide whatever you're saving. Let's say you save $500 a month and your income is $5,000. That's a 10% income rate. If it's 10% or below, you need to save more, right? I mean, if it's less than 10%, you need to save more, right? 10% is the sweet spot. If you can save 10% of your income, you're going to be good long term. You're going to be better off than 99% of people. Your debt to income ratio should be less than 36%. We want it obviously less than this, right? But 36% is good for getting qualified for loans and houses and things like that. How you calculate this? You take your monthly debt payments, your total monthly debt payments, divided by your gross monthly income. Okay, not your take home, your gross monthly income. And as far as credit, we want to pay off our credit cards in full if you're leveraging your credit card to pay for bills and expenses to less than 3%. Right? I know a lot of us, how many of us have heard 30? How many of us have heard 10? If you've heard of any of those, is wrong. We want it less than 3. So in order to do that, we have to understand our statement dates, and we have to know how to leverage our credit cards to get those cash back and rewards points and stuff like that. This is stuff that I teach all the time. Okay, let's move on to investing. Ooh, this is key. I'm giving y'all everything. Screenshot this too. All right. So when it comes to investing, your foundation is your backup plan. Your investing foundation is your backup plan. It's what's going to give you the financial clarity and the mental capacity to pursue your passions and have true financial freedom and do it with confidence. Right? So that's what I want you to start thinking of this as. Investing is the backup plan. That's going to give you the confidence to pursue the things in the present term that you're building for in the future. I'm going to say that again. Creating your foundation is what you do in the present term to give you the confidence to pursue the things that you want to do, that you want to build in the future. How we do this, okay? Number one, we start investing in the tax-free or free money first. That's your 401k. or Roth IRA. If your job offers a match, always take the match. Then you want to contribute to your Roth IRA. Okay. After that, then we want to go back to our tax deferred accounts. So back to the 401k. If you have extra money left over, you can put it back into the 401k. And then we go to taxable accounts. So that's just like your individual brokerage account. If you're confused by any of these terms, don't worry. I'm having a class strictly on investing next week. Okay, so don't worry about that. Number 2, retire formula. This is the ideal annual salary times 25. That's the total amount invested. That will equal the total amount invested. So let's say you want $100,000 in retirement. 100,000 times 25 is 2.5 million. That's how much you need to have invested. Your retire early formula. So remember I was talking about financial independence. Okay, this is how much you need to have invested to actually live off the 4% rule, which we talked about earlier. Your actual annual expenses times 25. So let's say your annual expenses are $40,000 a year times 25. That's 1 million that you need to have invested to live off that 40,000 in passive cash flow that you use to just pay for your bills, and then you can pursue anything else. That's financial independence. When it comes to portfolio allocation, 80% of your portfolio needs to be into a broad market ETF. We're going to talk about ETFs next week in class, but I just wanted to share this with y'all. 80% broad market ETFs, and then 20% either ETF or split between 2 stocks. 10% stock, 10% stock. So like Apple, 10% Apple, 10% Microsoft. 80% S&P 500. That's what that would look like. And then the last thing you can do is like an age-based portfolio, where you take 100 minus your age, and that's the percent of stocks or equities that you should have in your portfolio. So if you're 30, so 100 minus 30 is 70. So 70% of your portfolio needs to be in stocks, equities. And then the other 30% can be in whatever. Okay, REITs, real estate, bonds, a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Are y'all getting value from this? Drop the fire emojis in the chat if you get some value. I hope y'all was able to screenshot. Because now we're about to learn how to start exactly where you are. Okay. How many of y'all have trouble with that? How many of y'all have trouble with starting, like knowing exactly where to start? I think that's the biggest issue for a lot of us. Or the biggest issue that I come across when I meet people. So here's the 5 reasons why you don't start. Drop the number in the chat for the reasons why you haven't started yet. Is it a lack of financial education? Is it procrastination and lack of motivation? Is it fear of facing reality? Is it complex financial products and services? Is it emotional and psychological? Right? Do you just don't believe that you will ever get this money stuff right? Right? Do you have negative money beliefs? Okay, which is just a reality. Some of us have these things. Okay. So drop the number 7 in the chat if you want to learn how I can help you overcome these. Because this is the biggest issue. Just knowing where to start. Drop the number 7 in the chat if you want to learn how I can help you overcome these. Wonderful. Okay, I see you. Alexis, Jakita. I see y'all. So let me show y'all how to overcome this, or how I've helped other people overcome these things. So with the emotional and psychological factor, for some of y'all that's feeling like this, money is often tied to emotional and psychological aspects. Okay, guilt, shame, sense of inadequacy can accompany your financial issues, making it harder for you to address them proactively. How I've helped people with this is with my money mindset training. So what I do is a training for clients to totally unlearn some of their negative beliefs, thoughts, habits, and teach them how to build up and relearn some new, abundant, positive money beliefs. Similar to what we did in the beginning of this, right? Because it all starts with the mind, right? Where I gave you the affirmations, where I gave you those things to start with, as far as implementing and taking action, right? Those things. I want to teach you. I've taught people how to do this. And this is what they said, right? I asked the community, I said, hey, I need to share this with people. Like, this is too powerful. And my man said, well, they got to invest in yourself. Others don't know what they're missing. You can't cry over spoiled milk, right? Other people was like, no, just keep it with us, keep it with the fam, right? Keep it with us. But this is how powerful it is, right? Is totally transforming people's mindset and put them in position to really start managing their money the right way. If you have trouble with understanding all these products and services, because it's a whole bunch out here, right? And my mama always asks me, I don't know how you keep up with it or how you do it. I don't know what you're doing, but you seem to know everything about everything. Yes, because this is what I do. I loved it. And so what I've done is put together these coaching sessions and these Q&A sessions for my community to really answer their questions about any financial products, anything that they come across, right? Because I know that it's a lot, right? People come across a lot of things that sound good, that may not be good, or it's like hidden gems that they might not know about that could make a difference. But basically just explaining the differences between different investing accounts, how to open up accounts, why would you open up this account, what situation would you do this, right? That's what my monthly coaching and Q&A sessions are for, to really help you navigate and understand the things that you come across and the things that I teach you about too, if you have any questions about it. For those that's facing the fear of facing reality, like looking at your finances, right? I know we were talking about budgeting earlier. A lot of y'all was like, this is daunting, it's hard. Especially if you're in debt or you're not saving enough, the fear of facing the reality of your financial situation can prevent you from taking that first step that you need to take, right? A lot of us are just scared. Literally, it's just fear of like starting or looking back at our budget and understanding these things. Well, what I do for members of my community is I create these custom money plans, and I go through it with you. I sit down with you, and really walk you through your plan. So that way, you're not going through it by yourself. It's me and you. We talking. We're going over a plan based on your finances, and I sit down with you and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is how we can attack this. This is what you need to do step by step. So you know exactly what steps to take in the order in which to take them and get them done. So I've helped a lot of people with this. I've been doing this since last year. I decided to really like do the one-on-one plans with people. And this is what somebody had to say. My personal coaching with Coach Vince was life-changing. I now have a clear and concise picture of the steps and changes I need to make to complete my goals. And I've already completed the first one and started the second one. His advice and coaching are phenomenal, and I really enjoy his patience and attention to my specific budget. I would highly recommend. Thank you, Vince. You have changed my life. So that's just an example of one of the custom money plans that I've done for a member of my community. And then like over here, you see like a breakdown. This is literally how I break it down for everybody so that it's clear, right? I give you the total picture, and I don't give you just like, hey, this is what you need to do. I actually give you step by step, and I show you this is what your money is looking like, which helps you take that first step when it comes to your finances. Now, when it comes to procrastination and lack of motivation, since the beginning, and this is why I say like I'm thankful that God has been guiding my steps. But since the beginning, I've really been adamant about building a community. Why? Because when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, it's something that's like taboo in most of our households. We don't talk about this stuff at all. We aren't open to talking about it. It's something that we keep, right? Keep to ourselves. So I've been really adamant about creating these and growing these communities. There's been many a times where inside the community, where the inspiration from other group members that's on the same journey as you has helped them like really keep going. So these are just some examples of people that's like sat down and budgeted for somebody that found over $1,700 over the last 90 days that for just in their budget that they can now allocate to other places to help them reach other goals. This is an example of somebody that completed one of our challenges, where him and his crew saved over $30,000 collectively, which is crazy, right? Which is like, it's amazing because you get to, like, it's a blessing to be able to impact so many people and impact one person that impacts two other people in their community to save and do things like this. So having a community is key, y'all. And I said, like, this is one of the biggest aspects of what I do and why I host so many like community events and have a community as well, because it's so important. And then the last thing is the lack of financial education. So not understanding how to budget, how to save, invest, understanding how your credit card works, all that stuff is intimidating. And what I've done inside of our community is I really created a guided coaching system that's going to take you step by step from start to finish, starting with your mindset, of course, then the budgeting, right? Because the mindset is key to understand why we should budget. And then we create a budget to your money management system, how to set that up, then to saving fundamentals, debt, credit, investing, life insurance, all that stuff. And also last year, towards the end of last year, I'm like, yo, people just need guidance on where to start. And I created this money management simulator that's really showing people, okay, all they have to do is just plug in their numbers to see exactly, okay, what does it look like? What is a really high level overview of my finances? So I created this, which is my money management simulator. All you do is just plug in your numbers here, and it's going to break down a budget based on where you currently are. It's going to show you your monthly spending, your your savings, prioritize, investing, 401k contributions, if your company has a 401k match, life insurance coverage that you need, and even a debt payoff strategy, right? To help you show you exactly when your debt will be paid off, if you add an extra debt payment, and so on and so on. So like this is the value that you get, or for me to help you inside of my coaching program called Money Mindset University. And this is how you're going to become aware of your finances. This is how you're going to learn how to start and decrease your day-to-day money decisions. This is how you're going to end paycheck to paycheck, the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, become financially stable, begin enjoying your money. This is how you're going to learn how to build wealth with confidence, secure your financial future, create space for mental deliverance and peace, and have the financial capabilities to pursue your passion and develop skills to increase your income with the guidance of me. So it's not just like a course. It's not just something that you go through on your own pace. It's something that you get access to me with, to be your coach and guide you every step of the way. And this is just a few. Like, if I showed y'all everything, we'll be here all night. But this is just a few of the things that people had to say. I'm not going to read each and every one of them, but I'll here in the middle, Coach Vince has opened my eyes to saving and investing, always willing to answer my questions. Before joining MMU, I was lost as far as investing in the stock market. Needless to say, I lost money, I lost patience, and lost interest. With coaches' advice, classes, and videos, I've learned so much about saving and investing and mortgage gems. I'm more relaxed and patient with my approach. With his plays, I've recovered some of my money I lost. Thanks so much, Coach. It's a whole bunch, y'all. Like I could literally go on for days and days, but when like you are called to do something, I feel like I'm called to help people with money. It's really a gift for me, and I'm really excited to be a part of your life, to impact it in such a way to get these responses. Right, these are real people that I've worked with, that I sat with, that I had talks with, to be able to impact their life. And it's crazy every time somebody just sends me a message and like, yo, thank you. But this is some more stuff that people had to say. Gwen here in the middle just said, I started following Coach Vince on TikTok over a year ago. This was back in 2021, so a little over 3 years ago. But he was teaching everything I practiced in my savings routine already, so I was comfortable. But the one thing I was lacking is the knowledge of how the stock market worked. He taught me all of that, and so much in a short amount of time that I went from a yearly membership to a lifetime membership. He would take his time and walk me through what I had problems with. Coach is very patient and pleasant about it. I would suggest anyone to get the membership and let Coach Vince help you reach your financial goals. With his help, I may have my investments into the membership back, and it's worth every penny. Thanks, Coach Vince, for all your help. You are a beast and original GOAT. This message over here to the right, Jesus Christ. When I first saw this, like I was just smiling from ear to ear, because this has been someone that's been with me from the start. I would never have known about trading. I'm going to try to replace my income and be a full-time trader in the next 12 months. I'm so grateful for you, My family will forever be blessed by your financial freedom ministry on our journey to real generational wealth. It started with you. I'm sure building and maintaining this community is a daunting task, but please know it's not in vain. I'll be sending folks your way to build a firm foundation for their finances, and may God continue to bless and protect all that are connected to you and give you the strength, fortitude, and grace to carry on. Like, Jesus, like getting messages like that is like really what drives me. So this is all inside the MMU community. And I wanted to make sure that I showed y'all this to show y'all how y'all can work with me. But the total value of this program with all of the things that I just talked about was $3,297. That's the total value of it. But I want you to imagine this. If I just showed you how to save and invest an additional $500 a month, what that looks like is $6,000 per year that you could put towards a house, a car, moving out, starting a business, or a side hustle. That's $6,000 a year that you could use for a nice vacation, or you can use to leverage to make an additional income between $300 to $600 per week, just learning one additional skill. Or that's $6,000 per year that you can invest that over the next 20 years at a modest 7% could turn into $263,191. So would that be worth the investment even if that's all that I did? Y'all let me know in the chat, yes or no. Yes or no? Would that be worth the investment even if that was all that I did? Because I mean, from the testimonials and the reviews and everything that people gave me, y'all know it's more, right? I provide way more than that. But if that just happened, I'm seeing a lot of yeses, absolutelys. Amazing, wonderful. So look, this is what I have to offer you guys here that's on this call. I want to, for the next 20 members, because remind you, this is like, I'm very personal. Like, I'm connected with everybody that joined this. So it's not, I can't open it to everybody. I can't let everybody in because I really want to help you, right? For those that join. That's why I'm able to change people and impact people's lives the way I do, because yes, I'm your coach, but I want to be able to impact and really help you and give you the guidance and the coaching that you need. So for the next 20 members only, you will be able to, who join, you'll be able to eliminate the lack of knowledge and education with all my courses on money management and investing. You'll be able to eliminate procrastination and lack of motivation with our private, like-minded community. You'll eliminate emotional and psychological factors with my money mindset training and direct communication and support from me. And also eliminate fear of facing reality with a done-for-you money management plan plus more. So you're going to get access to my custom money management plan, my private community, my trainings, my courses, all that stuff, but only for the next 20 members. And for the next 20 members, it's going to be $30 a month or $300 a year annual membership. So by now, you should see a link in the chat. There's two links. There's two links for those that want to be a part of this, that want to join, that want my coaching and membership, that want to really start elevating their finances and take it to the next level. There's two links. So there's a $30 a month membership. That's going to give you access to everything, including the done-for-you custom money plan, where I create a plan for you. We walk through it. I get on a call with you, and we have a strategy call just going over exactly the steps on how to accomplish the plan, where you can cancel anytime. It's a $30 a month membership. That second link is a $300 annual membership. So you pay annually. It's a $60 discount over the year. So you save 2 months. And then you get access to everything as well, including the done-for-you custom money plan. But since it's an annual membership, for annual memberships only, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So, like, even if you go through everything, right, you go through all the classes, you go through all the modules, and you get the custom money plan and you implement everything, and it's still not working for you, I'll send you a full 100% refund of your money, cancel your membership, everything. Like, that's how confident I am that you'll be able to get the help that you need, the guidance, and really the transformation that you're looking for financially in 2024 and beyond. Okay. So if you here's how to enroll and here's what it looks like. And if you already in, say I'm in the chat. Let me know that you join. If you already joined, put a I'm in the chat. But this is how it looks to enroll. Okay. So if you click the first membership, the $30 monthly membership, this is how it's gonna look. All right, you're gonna hit the subscribe now button. Then you're gonna continue with your email. You're gonna put in your email to create an account. Then you're gonna choose your payment, either credit card or PayPal. You're gonna continue the payment, put in your information if you're using a credit card, and then submit the payment. Simple as that. Okay, really easy to join. All right, so if you are in, comment I'm in the chat. And let's start answering some questions. Let's do some Q&A. So put some questions in the chat if you have any questions. And then, like I said, if you join and you're inside the community already, let me know. Put I'm in the chat. Felicia, I see you. Jaquita, Devana, I see you. Latanya, I see you. Welcome to the community. You'll get an email very shortly about everything, how to get started and all that stuff. So you'll have immediate access to everything. Once you sign up, you should have access to everything, and then be able to schedule your call to get started with me and us to create this plan for you and everything. All right, but let's answer some questions, y'all. Let's see who has questions. Do me a favor, Tasha, can you put the link in the chat again, please? For my people that's asking for the chat. Okay. Where's the best place to start investing tomorrow if you had to? So I go over this inside of the membership, but if you already have your foundation in place, which is key, I teach you how to set up your foundation. Money management is the first step. If you already have that in place, then you want to do something as simple as the S&P 500 ETF. Start investing there. Like that's the best place. That the S&P 500 has earned 10% per year over the lifespan of it. So that's one of the greatest investments for most beginners. So that's the best place to start as far as investing. I'm having an investing class too next week. So make sure y'all tap in for that. What's the best tip to make up for lost time on saving for retirement? So if retirement is the goal, the best tip is to really manage your resources and maximize your resources. Take advantage of literally everything that's going to save you some money or put more money back into your pocket so that then you could use that extra money to really put towards retirement. All right. So that's any assistance programs that's in your city or your state. Really take advantage of that. That's you, again, looking at a budget and really managing your money to make sure that you are maximizing exactly what you want to happen inside your finances so that you can really allocate your funds and manage your funds towards retirement to reach the goals that you want to reach, right? So if you're starting late, it's important to really get started and put in as much as you can to help you reach that goal as quickly as possible. Because even if you only have, like if you start now and you only have 200,000 by retirement or 300,000, that's still better than nothing. That's still better than zero. So we want to start maximize what we currently have right now to be able to do that. Do you have a plan to pay your mortgage off early? So if that's one of your goals, then we can definitely create a money management plan around that. Once you join. So when you join, you literally give me all your information, your bills, your savings, all that stuff, and I will create a custom plan based on where you are. Of course, if you're not in a position to really pay off the mortgage yet, we're gonna position you to get in your to create your financial foundation first, and then we'll create a plan for paying off the mortgage, if that makes sense for your financial situation. Celicia, you in. Alethea, you're also in. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you make plans to pay off specific debt? Like if I have a goal and want to pay off student loans ASAP, can you rework my budget? Absolutely, absolutely. So after you set up the foundation of course, right? Like I said earlier about the mortgage, it's the same exact thing. We can reorganize your finances and really just restructure it so that it goes towards your specific goal, whatever is important for you. Obviously, we want to make sure that we handle the foundation first, and then we can get into those things. Does the $30 include you looking at my personal situation and put me on a plan? Yes. So that's what the Done For You custom money plan is for. As soon as you join, you'll be able to hop on what's called a orientation call. The orientation call, I'll walk you through everything. I'll show you the platform because I do have an app. So when you join the app, you'll be able to see everything. I'll walk you through all that, and then I'll also go through your plan too. So in that time where you join and when you schedule your call with me, you'll have a plan in place. You'll already know how to navigate the platform, and you'll be well on your way to reaching the goals too in the first like 30 days of the program. Um, Alicia asks, is it better to have multiple savings, investment accounts, or is it best to have one for better management? So inside of our program, I teach you how to structure everything, starting with your checking, your regular savings, then a high yield savings. From there, right? You're gonna be able to manage everything from there. But if you have like, let's say you have like a business or something, right? Then of course we're gonna have another account for that, a separate account for that, and really the same structure within that business. So a lot of people they get that confused too. They commingle their business with their personal when it's gonna be hard for you to manage your business if you don't know how to manage your personal as well. So we want to be able to take what we're doing personally and really do the same thing on the business side as well. But yes, so it just depends on your situation. Everybody's situation is different. It depends on your goals. It depends on what you want to happen, what you're saving for. I also have um, recommendations for specific accounts based on like if you have multiple goals. So if you have multiple goals, then I can request a specific savings account that would help you see that and allocate that accordingly. All right. So any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Do we have any more questions? Tam, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Comment I'm in if you're in. Comment I'm in if you made it in. Again, we only have 20 spots. We only have 20 spots, and there's only 10 spots left already. Comment I'm in if you made it in so that we can welcome you and all that. So once you get inside, make sure you introduce yourself inside the community. Again, you'll be receiving an email from me shortly too. So be on the lookout for that once you're inside. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's see, any more questions? Uh, definitely. Does the 300 include one-on-one or just tools? So the 300 includes the custom strategy, the custom money plan, and the strategy call. So that's the one-on-one that we get. That's the only one. If you do want to upgrade to more one-on-ones, like more one-on-ones, there is that option is available inside of the coaching program. But with the 300, that just includes getting into the program. That's the annual subscription, plus the custom money plan, plus the one-on-one call to go over your custom money plan. But inside the group, you have access to me, so you can ask me questions as much as you want. You have the Q&A sessions where you'll be able to hop on the Q&A, ask any questions. That's what's great about the Q&As too. So the Q&As, if you have a question throughout the week, right? Or if you have, so let's start with the question throughout the week. So if you have a question that you put into the Q&A section of the community, we'll go over that. So I'll walk through it. I'll hop on a Zoom call similar to this and bring up the whiteboard. We'll walk through all of that stuff. I'll show you everything. If it's more of a personal question or an urgent question, you also can access me directly. So it's not just like group. It's not just like everybody gonna see the question that you ask if you don't want them to. But if it's more of a personal question, you can message me directly inside of our platform as well. That's why I love the platform, because everything is all in one. I can live inside of our platform, and any questions that you have, it comes directly to my phone. I see it, and that's the first thing that I answer whenever I get questions from someone inside the group. Good question. I know I'm on the right path now. Look forward to working with you to gain my independence. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So I think that's it as far as questions. I appreciate y'all. Here's the thing. Here's the thing though, y'all. We must, like in the beginning, we must implement and take action on this information, right? Just from the information alone that you learn in this class, you can take it and run with it and structure your finances and do everything that I taught you just within this class. Okay, and take action and execute on that for yourself. But if you needed a little bit more guidance, more coaching from me, you want to make sure that you do everything right and you set it up the right way, then joining the coaching program would be the best option. But besides that, I just want to say thank y'all. I love doing these classes and giving y'all this information. If you got some value out of this class, please let me know. Let me know one thing that you learned in the chat. Just drop it in the chat real quick. Let me know one thing that you learned, one thing that you got value from this class. Let me know in the chat. Let me see what y'all learned, or what's one takeaway that you got from being in this class. Let me know in the chat. The reason to show your work. I like that one. Was valid, applicable. Wish I realized that sooner. Structure. Lady B said, show your work. I got value from the reviews. I was procrastinating on joining. Awesome. The 5 P's, proper preparation prevents poor performance. There we go. You're one small step away from the next step to create your freedom. Just need to take that little step. Exactly. The need to be disciplined, to be able to manage, there you go, manage my finances, financial independence, leveraging the one skill and maximizing it. Yes, that's key. Like whenever anybody asks me about that, I gotta give them that, because we think that it's multiple things that we have to do when it's one thing that can lead to multiple streams. Unity is community. Yes. The Dyer method. I took notes. Absolutely. Budget. Amazing. Listen, the difference between financial freedom and independence. Yes, I'm glad. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. Appreciate y'all so much. So, again, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for being in this class. Nikki, you missed the first part. That's okay. There will be a replay, so you'll get a email from me with the replay so that you can watch it. It'll only be up for a limited time, but you'll be able to watch the replay when I send it to you via email. So as long as you signed up, you should get that email to see the replay. All right. But thank y'all so much for coming. Thank y'all for attending. Take action, execute, and remember, believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and most importantly, love yourself. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Peace.